The House will come to order. The pledge today will be led by Chloe Cook, Karis Cook, Homeschool, Durango, Colorado.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Kohler, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt, Becker J, Becker K, Brown, Buck, Buckner, Carver, Conti, Corum, Court, Danielson, Del Grosso, Dorr, Duran, Esgar, Everett, Fields, Representative Fields,
Representative Fields excused.
Foote, Garnett, Janal, Hamner, Humphrey, Joshi, Kagan, Klingenschmidt, Kraft-Tharp, Landgraf, Lawrence, Representative Lawrence, Lebsock, Representative Lebsock, Madam Speaker, Lebsock. Lebsock excused. Lee. Representative Leonard is excused. Lundin. McCann. Melton. Representative Melton. Representative Melton. Mitch Bush. I know Melton's going to do it.
Oh, that's right.
Moreno. Navarro. Neville. Nordberg. Pabon. Representative Pabon. Representative Lebsock is present. Pabon? Pabon excused. Pedersen. Primavera, Priola, Rankin, Ransom, Rosenthal, Rupe, Representative Rupe, Ryden, Sane, Salazar, Sias, Singer, Thurlow, Tyler, Van Winkle, Vigil, Willett, Williams, Wilson, Windholes, Winter, Wist, Young. Madam Speaker.
Here. With 62 present, 3 excused, a quorum is present. Representative Melton.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Representative Leonard is not here, and somehow I got tasked with the duty to ask you to move the reading of the journal of February 25th to be dispensed with, and that it be approved as corrected by the chief clerk.
I hope you have heard that motion. All of those in favor of the journal being adopted as corrected by the chief clerk, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion fails. There is precedent in this body for the speaker to ask the mover to read the journal. Please proceed, Representative Melton.
I knew this was a setup.
You can save him if you want. Please proceed, Representative Melton.
All right, House Journal, 70th General Assembly, State of Colorado, second regular session, 44th Legislative Day, Thursday, February 25th, 2016. Prayer by former Representative Ken Summer, You Count campaign, Fort Collins. Speaker called the House to order at 9 a.m. On motion, Speaker Hollingworth rules Rule 6 was suspended, and the Pledge of Allegiance was led by Miranda Anderson, Charles Anderson of Arvada. Roll call was called with the following results. Present 64, excused Representatives Pabon 1. Present after roll call, Representative Pabon. Speaker declared a quorum was present.
Representative Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that we reconsider the previous motion.
The motion is to reconsider the previous motion. Seeing no objection, that motion passes. We are back to the original motion. All those in favor of suspending the reading of the journal as corrected by the chief clerk, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. Announcements and introductions. Representative Janal and Representative Rosenthal. And members, fun's over. Time to take your side conversations outside. Please place your attention to the well.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So, good morning, members. And just a reminder that One Colorado LGBT Lobby Day is Monday. So first, you're all welcome, everybody in the chamber is welcome, to come to the church at 1660 Sherman Street at 8:30 in the morning. You can say a few words, have a yummy burrito, meet some of the folks from the community who are coming to talk to us about LGBT issues. And they'll be visiting the Capitol right after that.
And they're going to have lunch at the Central Presbyterian Church, 1660 Sherman Street, from 1 to 2 p.m. if you have that available, same day. They'd love to see you stop by then as well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Further announcements and introductions. Representative Norberg.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, if you could please help me welcome from Colorado Springs our Board of Education for Academy School District 20. Please give them a round of applause.
Representative Ransom.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to welcome Challenge to Excellent Charter School. We have a group of fourth graders right up there that are waving at us. So yes, we're... Thanks for being here, everybody. We welcome you to the Capitol. Again, this is the fourth graders from Challenge to Excellent School in Parker, Colorado.
Representative Mitch Bush.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. It is Friday. Time to think about skiing. Vail, like nowhere on earth, has over 242 inches total this year, only about an inch of new snow in the last 7 days, so you will have spring-like conditions at Vail. Ditto for Beaver Creek, home of the Birds of Prey downhill. You will have spring-like, not really spring, but spring-like conditions with sun this weekend, and at Steamboat. A real down-home ski area with a real town built by ranchers with the best tree skiing in the world. You will have skiing on 287 total inches of snow, spring-like sun, so go for it.
Representative Willett and Representative Willett, and then Representative Wilson, and then I got y'all. Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On this ski report, I'm only going to give one ski report this year, and this is it. So in my district outside of Grand Junction is Powderhorn on the beautiful Grand Mesa, and also the Skyway Nordic tracks are amazing. They're the best in the state, maybe second to Steamboat. But what I really want to tell you is the greatest skiing in Colorado is on the west slope. Places like Silverton, that's totally backcountry. The Aspen Mountains, all four of them on one ticket's the biggest place in North America. The North Face at Crested Butte, Telluride, Condé Nast, #1 ski area in the world for skier experience. However, that's the good news. The bad news is you can't get there from here because of I-70. But we now have the rock somewhat cleared, and we can get two ways through with a pilot car, so you can now get over there to Aspen and Telluride. So come on over.
Representative Barton, and then Representative Wilson. Sorry, are we all talking about skiing?
No, I was going to give, thank you, Madam Speaker, I was going to give a running report from Fort Collins. It's going to be drive pavement and sunshine. You can run your heart out.
Okay,
but besides that,
well, we'll
I'd also like to welcome Spirit Crossing Clubhouse from Fort Collins and around the state today. They're here visiting the Capitol. They support adults with mental health disorders as they pursue their personal, social, financial, and vocational goals. And they're a great organization that helps a lot of people. I'd also like to welcome the Poudre School District School Board and the Thompson Valley School Board are here today. Thank you for coming.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, just to remind you how fun the I-70 travel was before the rock slide, Ski Monarch.
Are there further skiing announcements? Representative Quorum.
Well, thank you, Madam Speaker. And yes, I need to clarify, you know, if you want great skiing and if you're really not in a hurry to get somewhere, take I-70. If you want to get there and enjoy the skiing, use 285. You've got choices of Monarch, Crested Butte, Telluride, Powderhorn, Silverton, Durango, and it's a much more beautiful ride and less ulcers involved and better snow.
Representative Thurlow, do you have something to say about that? Please proceed, whatever you want to say.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, colleagues. I want to first welcome the Grand Junction Area Chamber of Commerce to the chamber. Some of them upstairs, some of them downstairs. And colleagues, I'm pleased to report that the Chamber of Commerce came over on the bus yesterday through I-70. There is now one lane open each direction, so you can make it to the western slope to go skiing.
Thank you, Representative Thurlow. That's a $2 fine. Representative Brown.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And if you really want to get some good skiing and get there just as fast and have a lot better view, come on down to Durango, to Purgatory, or to Wolf Creek, or to Silverton. You won't be sorry.
Representative Conti.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just would ask that my House colleagues give a warm welcome to our AP Government students that are here from Mullen High School. We've got a couple of them down here. We've got more of them expected in the gallery. Please give a warm welcome.
Representative Wilson, and I've got a whole group over here I've got to get to.
Thank you,
Hold
Madam
your thought,
Speaker. I
Representative
appreciate
Quorum.
being recognized here to make an introduction. Over to my right, we have Nancy Best, elected official from the BV School Board at Buena Vista. So welcome to the chamber.
Representative Ryden.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And as far as I know, the Aurora Reservoir is open and possibly for skiing. I don't know. Check it out. Members, I want to welcome the members of the Aurora Public Schools School Board today, including Barbara Yamrick, who is in the House with us today.
Representative Hamner and Representative Brown.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And we have over here from the Gunnison Watershed School District. If you guys would stand up, please. And we want to welcome you, and Representative Hamner is going to introduce these elected officials.
Representative Hamner, please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And as you know, Representative Brown and I share the representation of the people in Gunnison County, so we're really pleased to have people who've come so far to be here with us this morning. We have elected school board members Dale Orth, Marilyn Krill, Leanne Mick, and Courtney Fulmer, led by their fabulous superintendent of schools, Doug Treadway. So we just wanted to welcome all of you to the Capitol this morning. Thank you.
Representative Kraft-Tharp.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I know that the other Jefferson County members would like to join me in welcoming Amanda Stevens from the Jefferson County School Board to the Capitol today.
Representative Quorum. Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And first of all, I want to thank you for wearing red today because, as you all know, I wear red on Friday to support our troops. We had a great group wearing red last week. Partially, I think, was for women's heart health. But thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Members, are you listening?
Representative Quorum, let me just get a little quorum. Let me get a little attention here. May we have your attention to the well, please? We're still doing announcements and introductions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. You know, Monday is Colorado Rural Electric Association Day at the Capitol. They're the folks who keep the lights on for all of us who live in the rural areas. So they'll be here at the Supreme Court, and then I believe their little reception that evening, I believe, is the Marriott downtown. If that's wrong, I will let you know before Monday night. But put that on your calendar because it's a great group of people spending a lot of their personal time to make life better in rural Colorado. So thank them very much. You know, we have members that are here today that actually represent Colorado Rural Electric Association. So I don't want to name them because I don't have $2. Thank you.
Representative Kagan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I'd like to invite all those people from rural Colorado to come down this weekend to the south of Denver suburbs. We have some of the best traffic signals and parking spaces in Colorado, and we'd love to see you all down in the south of Denver suburbs.
Representative Rosenthal. And then.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So members, do you like to eat? And do you like aerospace and defense? So today, there is an Aerospace and Defense Caucus lunch, and you're all welcome to come.
Representative Norberg.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yeah, members, the topic today is cybersecurity. We'll have experts from Colorado Technology Association, University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, as well as from the military, I believe. So should be a great event. Come in House Committee Room 112 at noon today. Free lunch. Everybody's welcome.
Representative Rosenthal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And if this is not on your calendar, we're going to hack into your computer and put it on your calendar.
Representative Casey Becker.
Cybersecurity.
Oh, okay, sorry. Representative Casey Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to welcome 3 members of the East Grand School District School Board, Bambi Stats, Mike McGinley, and Tanya Shipman, who came several hours. Please stand up and we can welcome you to the chamber. Thank you for making it all the way down here to the big city.
Representative Lundeen. Members, may we have your attention again, please?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to acknowledge and ask that a couple members of the leadership of District 38 School Board stand up. John McGurko and Karen Broft. Sarah Sampaio is actually taking the tour of the Capitol right now, so we'll acknowledge Sarah as well. This is a great district. I know so because my children graduated from this district, and they've been launched successfully. These leaders are leading well in public education. Thank you, members.
Representative Lee, and then Representative Vico.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd also like to introduce a couple of school board members from the Colorado Springs area. Monica Peloso from School District 12, Cheyenne Mountain, and Nora Brown and Jan Tanner, an outgoing board member from D11.
Representative Vigil.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd also like to welcome my school board members from Centennial R1 and from Sargent School District. We've got several members back there. If you please stand up and be acknowledged. Thank you for coming down all the way down from the San Luis Valley. Appreciate you.
Representative Brown.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I would like to introduce some homeschoolers from down in La Plata County and Durango. If you guys would stand up. And the school board, their parents that are with them, and they did an excellent job of leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance this morning. Thank you.
Are there further announcements and introductions? Seeing none, the next order of business is, I beg your pardon. We will move to announcements and introductions. Please proceed, Representative Pabon, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Sorry about that. I tried to slip in right before we start our festivities for today. We have some very special guests here this morning. The Vandenberg family is here, a longtime residents of North Denver. Sitting back here in the corner, we have Marshall, Janine, Jackie, and a semi-official Vandenberg, Jackie's boyfriend, John. Let's welcome them. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Representative Pabon. That's a $2 fine. I was a little delayed there, but I don't think that matters. Members, the next order of business is third reading, final passage of bills. Please take your seats. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of Senate Bill 31.
Senate Bill 31 by Senator Stebbins, also Representative Dorr, concerning authority of the Director of the Office of Legislative Legal Services to sign vouchers for expenditures of the office.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 31 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of Senate Bill 31 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 64 ayes, no noes, and 1 excuse, Senate Bill 31 is passed. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1182.
House Bill 1182, Representatives Court and Durand, also Senators Cook and Heath, concerning the continuation of the Commodity Metals Theft Task Force.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1182 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1182 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 48 ayes, 16 noes, and 1 excused, House Bill 1182 is passed. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1284.
House Bill 1284 by Representatives Nordberg and Moreno, also Senators Hill and Garcia, concerning divestment by the Public Employees Retirement Association from companies that have economic prohibitions against the State of Israel.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1284 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1284 on third reading and final passage. Seeing Representative Pabon, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, this was a very quick debate yesterday, but it still doesn't lessen the fact that this is an important discussion and an important bill for the people of Colorado. And there was an assertion yesterday that was made that we can all have our pet countries, and we pick those countries and we want to cultivate those countries, but this is much, much bigger than some pet country. Israel, like America, is more than just a country. It's an idea. And when you have an idea such as this, where democracy, the rule of the people, to set whatever ideas, agenda, or policies that they may have, we must honor those efforts. We must honor that idea. And it's an idea that persists, again, beyond the contours of our country, beyond our borders. It persists all across the world. And so when we see an idea that is a democracy, whether it's America or Israel or anywhere else, we must support that idea. It is bigger than the country. It is bigger than the people. And the idea behind this bill is to recognize that our brothers and sisters across the world, on the other side of the globe, face challenges and issues because of their ideas, because of who they are. And when we have a friend who is facing that challenge, we must stand with them. That is what this bill does. That is what this idea is about. And that's why I support House Bill 1284. Thank you, Representatives Moreno and Nordberg, for bringing this bill.
Representative Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I support this bill, House Bill 1284, and I'll be voting in favor of it. But I also heard what Representative Leonard said yesterday, which is some concern about engaging in foreign policy. I remember back when I was in college, I've talked to many of you about it, when I was in college in the late 80s, early 90s, we had a movement asking CU to divest from South Africa because of apartheid. And it was big. It was big. The student body got together and we forced the regents to divest from companies like Coca-Cola. And that's because what apartheid represented was heinous and inhumane. I'm going to support this bill because I think that what is happening here between Israel and the Palestinians, it needs to continue on its own grounds. It needs to continue on its own grounds without us really influencing the way that foreign policy works. Now, I appreciate the fact that this bill tells companies that if they divest from Israel, that the state of Colorado will divest from those companies. And that's our right to do, because we can determine where public dollars will go to, where public employee dollars will go to. As we know, what is happening in Israel and with the Palestinians in the Middle East is far more complicated than just divestment of dollars. It's far more complicated than anything that we could do here today or in the weeks to come or years to come to try to solve the situation. Obviously, it's a conflict that has brewed for millennia. I'm going to support this bill because I think that we do need to stand strong with Israel. And I hope that we don't take it too far in the days or months or years to come in this General Assembly, that we don't take this too far by by our actions to influence foreign policy through sheer divestments as well as condemnations of individuals in the United States who may want to participate in this discussion on foreign policy. This is a very tight line that we're walking, and I agree with Representative Leonard on that. Very, very fine line, colleagues. I think that this bill walks that fine line just right, and I don't think that we're teetering, but let's be cautious, and I'm in favor of House Bill 1284.
Is there further discussion on House Bill 1284? Seeing none, we'll move forward on the question of the passage of House Bill 1284. Mr. Kohler, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote. Representative Kagan. Close the machine. With 54 ayes, 10 noes, and 1 excused, House Bill 1284 is passed. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of Senate Bill 14.
Senate Bill 14 by Senator Holbert, also Representative Williams, concerning the alignment of state mortgage originator disclosure laws with recent changes in federal law.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 14 on third reading and final passage.
The question is the passage of Senate Bill 14 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote. Representatives Hamner. Close the machine. With 64 ayes, no noes, and 1 excused, Senate Bill 14 is passed. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of Senate Bill 29.
Senate Bill 29 by Senator Sheffield and Heath, also Representatives Duran and Lawrence, concerning changes to Colorado insurance laws necessary to maintain accreditation with the National Association of Insurance Commissioners in connection with adopting a new own risk and solvency assessment law in form substantially similar to NAIC model, enhancing Colorado's insurance holding company system law by adding a required NAIC model provision specifying the insurance commissioner's power to issue subpoenas and examine witnesses.
Very good, Mr. Kohler. Good try. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 29 on third reading and final passage, and the first bill that me and Representative Lawrence ever carried together. So please don't hold that as against us.
The question is the passage of Senate Bill 29 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 57 ayes, 7 noes, and 1 excused, Senate Bill 29 is passed. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. It's the end of third reading. Are we ready for our resolution?
Oh, we're not ready for the resolution? Okay.
Okay.
There's still time.
We'll move to final announcements and introductions while we're waiting for a joint resolution from the Senate. So this will be the final, and then we can just wrap up when we get that resolution. So announcements and introductions, if you have any. Don't everybody rush the well here. I was hoping that was Representative Court, but she has nothing either. So I guess we'll just recess for, we will be in a brief recess, folks. The House will come back to order. Message from the Senate.
Madam Speaker, the Senate has adopted and transmits herewith Senate Joint Resolution 10.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of SJR 10.
The motion is to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of SJR 10. Is there any objection? Seeing none, so ordered. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of SJR 10.
Senate Joint Resolution 10 by Senators Roberts and Stedman, also Representatives Wilson and Esgar, concerning the commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the National Historic Preservation Act.
Representative Esgar and Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move Senate Joint Resolution 1610, and I ask that it not be read at length. Members, if you're interested in reading it, it is in your folder. We encourage you to take a look at it. I personally was excited to be a co-sponsor on this resolution because my second favorite thing of Pueblo is our historical buildings. My first is her people, but the historical buildings we have, especially in my district, running along the Union Avenue and the historic Riverwalk, are part of my favorite part of Pueblo. So we're just going to say a few words and then ask for the vote.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, just to take a couple of moments to comment about this resolution. In the interest of time being Friday and the Senate doing their work so slowly, we wanted to get through this here. But it's an important piece. This resolution recognizes the impact of historic preservation efforts in Colorado during the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the passing of the National Historic Preservation Act. 50 years ago, Americans worked with their federal legislators in partnership with state and local governments to pass a federal act to help protect our cultural and historic resources. They did this because, and I quote from the act, quote, "The preservation of this irreplaceable heritage is in the public interest so that its vital legacy of cultural, educational, aesthetic, inspirational, economic, and energy benefits will be maintained and enriched for future generations of Americans." The value of historical preservation, colleagues, is beautifully evident right here in this chamber. Due to the foresight of Speakers McNulty and Ferradino, along with our Chief Clerk, we are guaranteeing that future generations will enjoy the historic grandeur of this chamber. From my personal perspective, I'm humbled each time I sit at one of these desks, or the original desks in this chamber. That's what we're talking about with this historical preservation. It's a direct connection to every representative that ever sat in this chamber. I think Cicero said it best when he said, "To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. For what is the worth of a human life unless it is woven into the life of our ancestors by the records of history? This is a connection to our past, and we need to maintain that.
Representative Escar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today we're here to honor the fact that Colorado has always been about preserving our communities and the unique sense of place we all enjoy in this beautiful state. We pass bills and allocate resources that help preserve and maintain these historic places. But we also have been about educating the next generation on the importance of our historical resources. That's why today we're proud to be here with this resolution, and we're proud to have worked with the alumni from the Colorado Preserve America Youth Summit and Discover Colorado students, and also the staff of History Colorado. Welcome all of them to the House today. Thank you.
The question, Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, again, it's been a pleasure to work with the Representative Esgar and with Senators Roberts and Stedman. History is what we stand on. If we ever allow that foundation to erode and disappear, I think our civilization will as well. I ask for your support of SJR 16010, recognizing the 50th anniversary of the National Historic Preservation Act.
The question before us is the adoption of SJR 10. Is there further discussion on SJR 10? Seeing none, is there objection to taking a voice vote? Seeing none, all those in favor of the adoption of SJR 10, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Representative Escar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I ask that the current roll call be added as co-sponsors.
The motion is to have the current roll call be added as co-sponsors. Is there any objection? Seeing none, so ordered. Well, was there objection? I beg your pardon. I did not hear it. We will move to a roll call vote. Mr. Kohler, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote on the adoption of SJR 10. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I beg your pardon. It is just co-sponsors. So we will open the machine for co-sponsors. Close the machine. See no further business. Are there last-minute announcements and introductions? Representative Esgar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was just notified that the kids that just filed into the House are actually the kids from Discover Colorado and the Colorado Preserve America Youth Summit. So if we can welcome them onto the floor.
Welcome to the House chamber, students. Further business, Representative Primavera. We are in announcements and introductions.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just noticed two of my school board members over there from Adams 12, Kathy Plomer and Laura Mitchell, if we could welcome them to the chamber as well.
Further announcements and introductions. Seeing none, Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move the House stand in recess until later today at noon.
The motion is to stand in recess until later today at noon. Seeing no objection, so ordered. We are in recess.